What up, everyone? Stephen Michael here with Filthbomb Breaks, coming to you live from the House of Wax, right here in Long Island, New York, on June 26, 2020. The time is 1:27 p.m. Eastern, and we are here with my co-host, Derek Morgan. Wow, it feels so weird to say that. What's up, Derek?
What's going on, guys? How you doing?
I'm doing
Chilling.
phenomenal. I don't know how they're doing because they can't answer you. But
Why?
yeah, because they're watching, man. Obviously.
I'm ready for some questions today.
The last time I saw your face, you were on a milk carton. Everything's good?
Me?
Yeah, man.
Mr. Clean.
You've been
I'm
missing.
Mr. Clean.
You've been missing in action, Derek.
Bro, I've been doing the PSA, BGS stuff. It's been taking up a lot of my time for sure, but I still love it.
Well, a lot of people actually have been messaging us because they want to know, hey, what's the next investment? We know Derek is a guy to talk to when it comes to investing in cards, etc., etc. So what's up, man? Talk to them.
I still like the same things that I've been liking. I think that Ja Morant now with like the season closing, I think that he's gonna his prices just started going up recently, just from like they're starting to climb now because people are realizing like, oh yeah, like this guy's a lock for rookie of the year pretty much, and you know what that means. I don't know if he's gonna touch, huh?
Who?
Yaj Morant.
Yaj? Who?
This guy right here.
Bueno right there. That is fuego.
Yeah, so I wound up hitting John in the Prism thing that we did for the mods a couple of weeks ago, and I was like super stoked. I was like, yeah, I don't know how, I know it's a little off center, but I was like, I wonder how much this thing is raw right now because I know that the Zions go for stupid money. Ja's starting to catch up now because Ja was at 250 and now that card's like sitting almost at 400. So people are really starting to get on that train, I think.
So is Ja Morant a good buy right now?
I think right now, I think he's in the middle of the top, if that makes sense. So like he was on, he kind of it kind of plateaued there. So his prices were plateauing at like 300 for a PSA 10. Prism 250-ish, whatever. Now I think we're going to start seeing a little bit more of an uptick, and he's going to start reaching not Zion, but close to Zion. Because Zion, it's so weird. There's like different levels to it, right? Like there's Luka, then there's Zion, then there's like Ja, then there's like Trey. I've just been focusing on Ja Morant mostly because that's who I started collecting. I think maybe even like 2 months ago. I just started picking up some cool cards. I was gonna show off one of these cards too.
Hold on one sec, Derek. I want to hear yo. All right, I had to make my mic louder. All right, let's go. No, because my mic's been low on the podcast lately, and it's just bothering me. I think. Hold on. Hello. All right, that should be better. Go. Keep going.
All right. So check this out. What is this?
That is the green. That's not from Australia, right? Where's that out of?
It's from Australia. I got it.
That is?
Yeah, and it's actually, I took a chance on it. I paid like $70 just cause, but it's actually super clean. I think I'm gonna send it to BGS. So I'll be super hyped if this is like, it's gonna be a low pop. There's like only one graded I think that I've seen. So there's been like some cool stuff I've been trying to pick up. Obviously, everybody knows I have this one too, this Acuna. I picked up the negatives. So, yeah, man, I think baseball coming back. I don't know who is going to go up. I seen today. This is what threw me off now too, is I didn't get to see what Luis Robert base card was looking at like. But I just basically found out today when I was scrolling through pictures and people are selling his base rookie card for like $20 right now, like lining it up. I don't know if I'm a buyer at $20 for a raw Luis Robert, bro.
I mean, what's an Acuna do right now, raw?
I don't know, 45, 50. Do you think? I mean, right now that like you got Jordan's going for like $5.
Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy, but it is going to drive the product. I'll say that much.
It's definitely going to drive the product. That's the only reason I think why people are buying Series 2 right now. He has such a huge influence on it. We were talking about that yesterday. But Luis Robert, man, I don't know. The thing that I saw was that threw me off was I saw his cards being posted, and I thought that they were like the SPs from opening day, but they basically just took the SP from opening day and made it his rookie top series
Oh,
too, which
that's
I
what it
didn't
looks
like.
like?
It's literally the same exact card, except it doesn't say opening day on it.
Wow.
I felt like that was super lazy because I saw a rainbow foil and I was like, what the hell is this? I was like, they don't make rainbow foils for opening day. And sure enough,
All right,
it's
here's a
literally the
question.
same exact card.
Here's a question for you, Investor Derek. Are you down to buy up raw Roberts at $20 a pop and get them graded?
It's tough. It's only tough because I would speculate that his PSA 10 card out the gate would be like $100, right? You would think. But to go out and buy Luis Roberts, let's just say that they're $25, then to get them graded for 15 with shipping and everything, you're going to be in those Roberts at 40, you know what I'm saying? 40, $50 a pop. It's risky. It's definitely worth doubling your money on, but you got to definitely make sure that you're diming them out. Obviously, I would say always grade them because they're going to be flagship. And if you're first off the line, you're going to get, they might even go for 150. Who knows when they first come back? Because you know how that works. When the first PSA 10s pop, they're always like 200, 150, and then they slowly trickle down. But I just don't know where it's going to end up. Luis Robert is a huge name. White Sox really built up their team this year. I'm excited to see them. And I guess it's kind of just it's all on speculation right now. But Luis Robert, from what we've heard of, is the real deal. So
Ask me
I
who
don't
I'm
doubt it.
buying.
Who are you buying?
You know how I love just cockiness, right?
Of course.
Cockiness. Even though he probably didn't say it in English, yo, Wander Franco is that dude right now.
Yeah, no,
Wander Franco is that dude. If you're making that kind of comment, that kind of, I mean, that's a bold statement.
4 years, 300 million. He's like, I'm getting Mike Trout money. F you guys.
That is, even
what he
though
said
he
to everybody.
probably had it translated.
Yeah, he knew
That
what
is
he
my
was
dude.
saying.
That is my dude right now. And I am confident right now. If I am a Wander Franco investor, I am confident in my investment because you know what? Wander Franco is not playing any games. If you make that type of noise, you better back it up. You're either backing it up or you're turning into a Benny Agbayani. It's one of the two. There's no in between.
It's a hit or it's a hit or miss. Like you don't know what you're getting, but again, he's the number one prospect. He looks, his stature and his build, he just looks confident. He looks like he's ready to ball. And I was saying it in the chat. I was like, yo, this kid, investing. I just don't want him to turn into like another Jose Reyes. And the thing that like gets me is like he's like, oh, I'm going for the 300 million, but like, is he really just all about the money? And is he going to slack off after that? You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that would be in the back of my mind, because once those players get that $300 million contract, it's made. But baseball is, you get paid.
Short-term investment wise, man, I'm
Short-term,
buying after
yeah.
that comment because I know a lot of guys make promises like that, but when you look at somebody, so a lot of guys probably think it, but my man has cojones to say it like that because you know all the eyes are on you now. Who's this guy? Who's this guy to say he's going to be earning Trout money? Who is this guy?
Yeah.
So you know what? My man has A, swagger, B, confidence, C, talent. And a lot of times those three go hand in hand because you got to have confidence in your own game to that point sometimes to be the best. And you never know, man. You don't hear any other prospects saying that. So I'm all Wander right now.
He's making some noise, you know, and people love that. The only thing that I was going to say was we talked about this quite frequently as well, was if you're investing in his Bowman Chrome autos and stuff like that, they're really, really pricey right now. If you're looking for a secondary option, I think Bowman's Best is always a smart investment play. Get the autos, PSA 10, look for some color in there. They're super cheap compared to Bowman Chrome, obviously. I think I might snag it up today or soon if nobody else does. There's a gold Bowman Best PSA 10 Wander Franco on eBay right now for like $600. If that was a Bowman Chrome, it would be $50K. You know what I'm saying? The only difference is that it's Bowman's Best versus Bowman Chrome. And once people can't afford Bowman Chrome, they go for the next best thing, and that's Bowman's Best, because then other than that, there's Platinum, and we all know that's trash.
Yeah, no, Bowman Platinum is basura. I want
That's like,
to shift gears real quick, Derek.
mhm.
So I sent in a bunch of cards that were in Beckett holders to PSA recently, right? So I just want to say they are really tough with their crossovers.
Yeah, they don't play.
So I sent in 3 base Trouts. No, yeah, 3 base Trout update rookies, Diamond Anniversary, and then I sent in a Heritage 9510 Otani rookie auto, the true short print one.
Mm-hmm.
I got this back, right? So I dimed it out. They gave me a PSA 10 on the Trout. Now, they wouldn't cross this over. Subgrades are 9.5s all around. They wouldn't cross this over. Subgrades are 9.5 all around, and then the surface is a 10.
Yeah, see, that's where it gets you, because you just automatically think you're like, oh, I got this in the bag.
Yo,
Nope.
This one they wouldn't cross over. The Diamond, it's all 9.5s. And then they wouldn't cross over this Otani. 9.510.
They only cross, dude. I'm telling you, it's all like a competitive nature thing. Like they do, I feel like they got to be doing it on purpose.
I thought I had it in the bag.
But now, because I bought some stuff that I wanted to see, like this card, I definitely think for 100%. I'm holding on. I'm gonna cross this. For some reason, it got a 9 on the auto. I actually won this in the buy sell trade room. This makes no sense to me. Look at the auto on it. What's wrong with that auto?
Yeah.
That got a 9, and it's a 9.5, 9.5, 10, 10. But they really did the auto like that. Like what that doesn't make any sense to me. How is that auto? It's perfectly centered. There's no streaks. There's nothing missing from it. And then of course we talked about trying to convert SGC. I don't think, dude. Honestly, I think PSA is going to take some SGC cards and just, even if they do dime, they're just not even. They're just gonna be like, that's an 8.
Bro, do you know how salty? So after getting these Trouts back, I started getting real nervous because I have about 50 Prism Morants and Zions,
Yeah.
True Gem or SGC 10 at PSA that were part of the submission. Now I'm like, yeah, this could get ugly real fast.
You could wind up blowing a lot of money, but you could also make a decent amount too. So it's kind of it. At the end of the day, it might even out. So that's what you could really hope for. Another thing that honestly, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I love these SGCs. I picked up a bunch of these. I think these are gonna be next up too. If you want to talk about investments, Joe Burrow, Prism LSU draft pick, SGC 10. I think it looks super clean in this case holder. I love this. I only got this was only like $50. PSA 10 I think is like 150. It doesn't make any sense to me. I love these cards. So I don't see why. What are your thoughts about SGC? Because we talked about it previously, and we used to say, oh, they're only good for grading, older cards and this and that. But I think they've kind of grown on me. Looking at the cases, they actually look really, really nice with some certain cards in there.
Yeah, I like everything about SGC except for its resale value. So you got to just do what you want to do for yourself, right? If you think you want it for PC and you like SGC, get SGC. If you think you want it for a resale value, you don't want your card anywhere near that slab right now. It's just the way it is.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And then there's also stuff like I bought this. I actually cracked it out. They're super easy to crack out of cases, by the way. But and their casing is actually really nice. It has like some nice stuff in there. But I cracked out this John Morant Blue Velocity. Mm-hmm. Took me 2 seconds. It was just for PC purposes. I don't know where I put it, but the card was off center a little bit, and the card was less. The card cost less than retail on eBay, which made no sense. 8.5 near mint. I don't understand when something is graded how people value it less than if it was raw. It does not make any sense to me.
No, I agree. A lot of that stuff is weird. Also, so you were talking earlier about first Bowman Chrome cards,
right? Yeah.
I want to say I'm out on the first Bowman PSA 10 non-autos. I'm out.
Yeah, I don't really.
I'm out.
It's like it's the same thing as those draft picks. I think the draft picks, Prism cards might see some uptick and stuff, but like.
Well, I'm talking from baseball. Like, so look at Acuna. What's he doing, right? He's like as high as you could get, besides Trout. So like he's as high as you could get on the Bowman Chrome. What's he at? $120? 180? I don't even know what the market is right now on him.
It's a lot, yeah.
But compared to his flagship Topps cards, you know,
The
so
Bowman
it
Chrome
doesn't make
stuff
sense. It doesn't make sense.
Then you have someone like Trout where it has the RC logo on it and it goes for ridiculous money, but anything else that has an RC logo and is Bowman Chrome, nobody cares about.
Yeah,
like
it's
nobody
super
cares about.
Weird. I mean, they're nice, right? So if you play the game right, you invest right. There's strategy to it. So if you could get Wander Franco Chromes when they first came out for $10, $15 a pop, gem them out. I mean, I think they all have the upside of $100 to $125, even maybe pushing $150. So there's definitely money to be made. Don't get me wrong, but they're capped out. There's not.
Yeah,
you never see one go higher than that. Whereas the Acuna at one point was doing 300 plus on the update flagship, and it's cheaper to get that box than it would be to get whatever box Acuna's first Bowman is in. You know what I mean?
Doesn't make any sense.
It really doesn't.
There's just no. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sold on the whole like Bowman Chrome like $80 PSA 10 when the flagship's gonna come out anyways. So it's like whatever.
So any other good investments?
John Morant, Wander. Who else was I thinking about? I still like Bo Bichette, honestly. I still like Bo Bichette. And I like Brandon Clark too. I think that him and Ja. I think there's definitely some undervalued guys in basketball that people aren't. It's crazy how like the prices are so far off in basketball too. It's like, oh, you're really good. Like you might be an all-star, but you're not like the top guy.
Yeah.
Your cards are worth like 10% compared to somebody else. It's insane. Who do you think?
I think personally, somebody I'd like to target. I like shooting for the moon, right? So I like getting guys that are dirt cheap, and then going for the home run shot. Because if you're wrong, you only invested so much.
Right. Yeah. That's the best.
I like doing the opposite, and I like going for the guys that are the proven commodity, paying up, but knowing that you have a chance of increasing your money, right? So that's why I go hard on the Trout rookies.
Yeah.
But I also go hard on the Mike Soroka, Jack Flaherty, Walker Buehler rookies, you know, because it's like a drop in the pan, like $1 a card. You know, and if you're wrong,
crazy.
you're wrong. You're out $200. But I would say for NBA, somebody that kind of grows on me is somebody you mentioned. I like Brandon Clark. And then somebody that's even cheaper than him is Eric Pascal, or Pascal, however you say it.
Yeah.
I think he could be a stud, and they're going to be back at full strength next year, next year, because they were garbage this year. But my man could ball out, and his PSA 10s right now are doing like $30.
It's crazy.
And he led the team basically in everything this past year.
That's what I'm saying, too, is like there's guys like that where they're, like you just said, Prism PSA 10, a Prism PSA 10, the best basketball card that you could possibly own right now, $30. Same one for a Zion. They're at the same level.
It's times 20.
Times crazy. $600, $500. Ja Morant, $300. And you got Pascal on a winning team that could actually make some noise. Dude, I'm telling you, like that's where the money is. Like with these guys too, is Luka won Rookie of the Year last year, $50 PSA 10 Prism. Now it's just They went up to $750 now. It's like I can't keep up with the basketball stuff either because every time we get on here, we're talking about stuff like that. Sometimes it goes on. It just up and down, up and down. It's crazy.
I will say though that from an investment standpoint, don't be scared. So many times we look back and we're like, oh, I should have done it. Oh, I should have done this. Oh, if in hindsight. So many times people are scared to invest, scared to spend their money and follow their gut. You need to just go with your gut sometimes. I just spent money on Brandon Ingram because I said, you know what? His stuff isn't cheap. But if I look back a year from now and the stuff is doubled and I still feel like he's going to be the man, which I think he can be. I love watching him ball. He's smooth. He's got that KD game.
Right.
Don't be scared to pay up, because if you're right, you're going to be rewarded.
Well, it's just like all these other things. There was so this is funny because I'm not a person that was buying basketball cards. I don't know if I've showed this card off. I was just looking at it again, but there was where the hell is it now? Let's see where I can find it. Here it is. It's one of my favorite cards. These LeBron cards. So back when I was collecting baseball, I really, really wanted a Trout E-Topps rookie PSA 10. They're like super dumb expensive now, so I can't even touch them. But I was like, who's the next best thing? I was like dabbling, and this was like before I even touched any basketball cards, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to go for a LeBron. And I got this card, but I believed in it. So I was like, these E-Topps cards, these things are like, you don't see them. They were given out to special members of the club, and then some people got them graded. There's a limited print run. It has everything going for it. It's a Topps rookie card. But I got this guy. I've showed it off a couple of times. I absolutely love this card. This thing I got for like 200 something bucks last year. Now it's at 1,500 just because I liked it. You know what I'm saying?
But is it too late?
It was a PC.
Is it too late now for others to get involved in that?
I don't think it's ever too late. It's a card that there's like really, it's scary because there was a lot of them on eBay 2 years ago, constantly being sold and flipped and flipped and flipped. I don't even know if there's a PSA 10 up there right now. And it's just the pop report on them is like 200 something.
Here we have a good question by David Lytle. Why is the National Treasures vertical patch selling for 5 to 7 times more than the horizontal ones?
I've been wondering.
It's even more than that, actually. But the reason why, no one knows. Like, I don't know. It's what collectors chose to make the more expensive one. Just like in Bowman, why does the blue sell for more than the green when the green's numbered to 99 and the blue's numbered to 150? You know, there's no rhyme or reason. It's just the collecting world chose to make that the one to have. And so it goes.
And it's crazy. It's crazy. They have the sideways ones. They have the patches. National Treasures to me is just insane. Like, I don't know. It's one of those things. It's like Bowman Chrome for baseball, I guess. Not even though, because it's like $500,000 for a Zion. That's like the bounty out there. That's insane for a card that literally has a patch and an auto on it. People don't even like regular patch cards.
Well, speaking of National Treasures, though, Derek, hold on. Let me tape this back together first, since it's mangled. Give me 1 second. Let me just tape this back.
Is that the one that you dropped off the Empire State Building?
I did drop it. Apparently, you had to see the video. I mangled it, and I dropped it on the floor. And then after that, I just stepped on it 6 times. Look, I just taped it back together. There it is.
Does it have Cheeto stains on it too?
It might. It may have Cheeto stains. Did you see? I'm not going to drop names, but apparently a breaker thinks I want to be like them, which is fake news. And second off, I mangled the John Morant card. This is the John Morant card I mangled, Derek. How bad does that look?
I don't know. I can't even see his name on there. I can't even see the patch.
It fell on the Did you see it, though? You have to see this breaker. This breaker literally dropped it on the floor and mangled it. It was terrible.
Crazy.
It was terrible, Derek.
It's crazy. It's just one of those fake news stories. I don't know. I don't know why people feel the need to do that stuff. It's just whatever. People just talk, you know.
I love it though, because do you know how fast we're growing from this debacle? I love it. It's so great. It's free press.
The card dropped 2 inches onto a soft mat.
And just people want to talk. People want to.
It's just like crazy. You would have thought that a pit bull chewed it up.
Debacle? Did you see that? That card was mangled, bro. You didn't even see the video. If you're saying that, you didn't see.
It's just like everything. It's just like everything else. Fake news.
I know. Oh my goodness. So We'll show it one more time. There's tape
End of
on the
the
back.
day.
There's tape on the back. I don't know if you can see it. It's duct tape on the back. It's terrible. This might get like a BGS 3. But it's
Listen,
really bad.
Rookie of the Year, BGS 3, still probably be worth.
At least $20 if it's BGS 3.
Yeah, probably at least $20, I'd say.
I love it though. Like the thing that gets me, if you're an entrepreneur, if you work for yourself, whether it's in sport cards, whether it's in a restaurant business, whether it's in anything in life, the number one thing people don't realize is by hating and by all it does is make you more hungry. So by people doing it, it's just giving me more fuel for the fire, and I'm just getting more hungry, and I'm just going to grow faster. That's what people don't realize. It's same thing with a business owner. Like people want to talk about their bad reviews. They just want to work even harder to make those reviews not happen. So people don't get it, man. People don't get it. They want to talk, but it's going to backfire. Stuff
like that fires me up too, because it's like it just really like it doesn't eat away at me or anything, but it's just like I don't know. I can't even put a clear sentence together because I get so frustrated. Like in everyday life, people make mistakes and stuff like that, but you literally drop a card 2 inches onto a soft mat, and it's like you would have thought that you killed somebody. Like you said, you know what I'm saying?
Vinny, get your measuring tape. We're gonna do this right now. We're gonna see how high this went. All right. Let me get a National Treasures box. Now let's reenact this real quick. All right. So I open it up like. Oh, you guys can't see the camera actually. So hold on. We're gonna turn the camera for 1 second.
You want to get a card to put in there?
No, here. We're gonna reenact. All right. Here we go. So I go like this. I go like this. Hold on. And then it goes up. So we're this high. We're this high. How high is this, Vin?
Yeah, I'm moving in front of the camera.
Go in front of the camera. What's it say? We are at 5 inches, ladies and gentlemen. We're at 5 inches off the mat. So that's where we're at. 5 inches. We need to put that clip up somewhere. We're 5 inches off the mat, Derek.
I'm gonna drop a card 5 inches on it.
5 inches.
Right now. See what happens.
Oh my goodness! And then you would think that I lit the card on fire.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. All right. So, anything else you want to touch base on quick before we go?
I don't know. I'm just excited for sports to come back. I feel like at this point it's been so long. Let's see if we got any questions real quick. We'll go through this real quick. Richard Cardenas said, "Did you see the Robert SP?" I think that they copied the Robert SP with like the Acuna SP with the horn signal or whatever he's doing like that, right?
Yeah. Kind
of weird. I think that it's really cool, but I don't know. Like that thing is probably I haven't even looked at the price, but I can only imagine. Scott Cohen said, "Would you crack SGC?" I already did, and I got this guy out of it. I love this card. I think it's really fresh raw. It was OC top to bottom. It's not too bad though. You can't really see it, but yeah, crack SGC if you want. Just put it in your PC. If you're looking to resub, I don't know. I haven't done it yet, and I kind of just want to keep them in the SGC slabs, to be honest with you, just because I think they look nice regardless. I think that they'll accumulate value over time anyways. Let's see real quick. Why cross between BGS and PSA? People just trying to make money off of stuff or get them in the holders that they collect. That's what I would say to Jeffrey Williams. Let's go through this one. Jeremy Byer said SGC turnaround times are bad now too. So they did get a little bit of influx, but I think that's just normal because PSA was taking so long. So now they're on the back burner too. All these companies, PSA just made a statement, I think yesterday or 2 days ago. They released how many subs were actually coming in, and it's literally since COVID, I think quadrupled. So you thought they were bad before. It's going to be pretty bad now, but they're also doing their due diligence, getting better, and they just hired 25 people from what I've heard as well. I don't know how big their force was before, but 25 people grading cards is, you could get through a lot more stuff.
No, it's good. That's real good news.
Yeah, for sure. I like that. How does John Clark's value go if they make noise in the playoffs? I think if they make noise in the playoffs, I think Ja will rise for sure, but I think Brandon Clark is going to tenfold, like legit. I think because there's so much more room. We were just talking about that. He's cheap. His PSA 10s are not that much. If you want to go out right now and buy a Brandon Clark silver PSA 10 for like $100, that shit could be like $500, like by playoff season. You know what I'm saying?
Another
Easy.
good one, PJ Washington too. I forgot to mention him.
PJ Washington. I love PJ.
He's dirt cheap too right now.
Compared to the other guys, it's kind of crazy when you say dirt cheap too, because like these cards are still, $100 PSA 10, but compared to the other guys, it's literally nothing. Shai Gilgeous, his cards just started going up as well. I think 25%. Pascal, let's see what we got. The dog chewed on it. We're just going back to all this stuff
bad,
now.
Man. I'm telling you, nobody wants this RPA. I'm stuck with it for life. I think I might.
That's it. Everybody knows number 8 out of 99.
Yeah,
don't
you don't
touch
want
it.
it. Do not touch the 8 out of 99 ever. It's just damaged beyond repair. Trust
It's
me.
like the Babe Ruth ball that went over the Sandlot fence. You don't want it.
You don't. Or if you do own it, you're going to be owning the infamous Drop Ja Morant RPA. So you get to own the one that was part of the worst National Treasures debacle in history. Hey, that's also got a story tied to it, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Everybody loves the story.
So on that note, Derek, thank you for joining in today. It was good seeing your face every once in a while, right? It was supposed to be once a week. Now we do once every year. It's solid.
Solid.
On that note, on behalf of myself, Stephen Michael, Derek Morgan, Filthbomb Breaks, and all other brands associated with the Filthbomb brand, we want to thank you for giving us the opportunity and allowing us to broadcast for you live today on the Filthbomb podcast. And until the next break, till the next case box or pack, we're signing off saying, sayonara, bro Tani's. Catch you on the flip side. Make it a filthy